Behemoth, and also Noble Benbar, Royal Caliph, and then came the Hind and Heed the Toll. They've gone a full circuit now, and they're at the 800 metre mark, and the pace is now getting very intense. We're here out wide on the track, going fast, is Count Venetian to shade Ocean Bird. Still there is Oregon Star having a crack at them, and Al Trista is joining in with her run from North Lady Angling to get a run at them, and Oregon Star. Around the outside, Behemoth is whacking away. Royal Caliph, the Hind comes deep. Kate Kelly's dropped right out to last. Around the turn, 400 to go, and the lightweight Frenzal Rom and Backdrop have gone to the front. Backdrop hit the front in the straight now from Count Venetian. Ocean Bird's run its race. Frenzal Rom goes up on the outside. Oregon Star between them, and down the outside, the Hind and Behemoth are putting in their claims. 200 out. Backdrop is the leader, but coming at it quickly now is the Hind and Behemoth, and Royal Caliph, and still there on the inside, battling away. Backdrop, but the Hind has hit the front, and the Hind has taken the cup. The Hind came from behind to win. 2 lengths to Behemoth. Third is tight. Royal Caliph, or down the outside, Crystalero. Backdrop just didn't stay. Over on the inside, Oregon Star likewise. Frenzal Rom ran a big race for a bolter. Then New Kingston, Heed the Toll. I think he's probably just had enough coming into the race. After watching him, he didn't really fire down the straight. Then came Ocean Bird, followed by Noble Benbar. North Lady knocked up, and Count Venetian was last, bar one, Kate Kelly, who has been eased right down out of the race. She may have swallowed her tongue.
Well, the winner of the SA Derby takes out the Adelaide Cup, the Hind, at his 11th race start, his 4th win. Shane Dye for Peter Hayes, paying $3.50, $3.20 and $3.25 over 6. Photo third, Set Queanbeyan.
They're racing now, a good level start, and the Tiger down towards the inside, and Gelato got the best of it. Out wide, Farzak is looking for the lead, and further out was Spike Boots, followed by What Way. On Deck has caught a bit wide, further back behind those, Farzak back third last, followed by Amescay, and Booted at the tail of the field. There's a fair turn of speed on where Farzak has raced to the lead now. As they race towards the back, they've got about 1,300 to go. Farzak steadied in front, a length and a half in front of Spike Boots. Gelato is running third. Out 3 wide on Deck, has caught on a limb, further back behind those, the Tiger down towards the inside. A half a length to What Way centre field, followed by getting back in the field, Ken Quest is third last, followed by Amescay, and about a length and a quarter back at the tail of the field was Booted in the back stretch. They've got about 900 to go, and Gelato moved up on the outside to put a bit of pressure on this leader Farzak. They're nicely clear, about 2.5 in front of Spike Boots. A length off in fourth was On Deck, further back behind those off the track, gaining ground Ken Quest. Between runners What Way, down towards the inside the Tiger, further back behind those Amescay is second last, and 2 at the tail of the field. Booted starting a run now as they lead the back and race up towards the turn, and Farzak raced away. Farzak's a big leader, giving chase wide on the track as Ken Quest. In behind those on the inside, Spike Boots, followed by Gelato. Further back in the field as they swing for home On Deck, followed by What Way, and the Tiger down towards the inside, and Booted starts the run, but Farzak is well clear. Racing down with about 225 to go. He goes for Farzak now out wide. Ken Quest is running on, followed then by Booted, and further back behind those in the field On Deck, but Farzak is nicely clear. Inside the final 100, I don't think there's a danger. Amescay is coming late on the scene. Farzak holding on, and Farzak about 3/4 of a length. Amescay second. Third in the race, Booted, followed then by Ken Quest, who died on its run. The next one behind those On Deck, followed by What Way. Well back Spike Boots, followed by the Tiger, and the last one was Gelato.
7 Farzak, 6.40 in New South Wales, 7.20 Super Tab, and 7.70 in Queensland, beats 6 and 4. Pick 4, the 4 got 4th. Rod's late mail there, just missing out on a place. Royal Caliph, 19, 6, 8 and 4. What a win by this 3-year-old. Only 11 race starts, an Adelaide Cup champion, SA Derby Adelaide Cup double for Peter Hayes. Now, Crystalero, the place, has paid a big dividend, 19, 6 and 8. And Shane Dye returning to scale here. Sunshine Coast race 8 is coming up. Kings or Adelaide Cup. Here's Ron Paps.
By Prince Khalid from Galactic Gold, and 5th to number 5 Backdrop by Scenic from Napping, Basil Marcus for Peter Hayes. They're official, 19, 6, 8, 4 was 4th, and 5 was 5th. The margins 2 lengths by 1 by a neck, 322.45, the last 636.23. 322.45, the last 636.23. Well, they turned for home, and it was a case of where to look first, because they were fanning. Royal Caliph looked a big chance. Behemoth was putting in his run. Crystalero, who many would have thought probably shouldn't have been in the finish. At big odds, has put in a huge run, battled on doggedly out very deep. Backdrop looked the winner at one stage. Heed the Toll just wasn't going anywhere. He just wasn't putting in his zippy finish that we've seen here in recent weeks. And then all of a sudden, it was the Hind coming from well back and running over the top of them and scoring a comprehensive victory.
Well, let's go to Alan Thomas. Gee, there's a future for that horse, LD, still learning to race.
Yeah, he wanted to lay in badly down the running, didn't he? He should have won the Derby. There's no doubt. If he'd have drawn an alley in the South Australian Derby...
New South Wales, $3.20 the win, $5.53 the try. Queensland, very similar, $3.25, $560. Late mail 3. The dividend there a lot less. We'll be back with 5 Just a Ninja at $6.50. 7 On Duty, $4.50. Toledo Twig, $8. 9 Fenian, $13. 10 Moonbridge at 17. And Impish King's been the late go, $4.70 in from $7. Now the update for Morfordville, Mine Gold at $5.30, Prairie $2.20, Shiosaki $11, Arakazar at $8. Then we've got $7.20 for My Pebbles, Impulsive $13, On the Nickel $14, Cresta Girl $33, and down to Lady Woodrow $93. 5 minutes to Morfordville race 9. Totes in Sydney are there. Winner was Chili Dapper, $6.90. The win dividend, $66.60 for the trifecta. There's your other totes. Set at Queanbeyan for the last 2,000 metres the journey. Here's Tony.
All in. Off they go, a good level start, and Toledo Twig down towards the inside, and Power Lover got away well. Ridden Hard, Moonbridge in the early stages. Gold Tarlac is prominent, so too is On Duty. Further out, oh, here's a good race for the lead. Further out, Fenian. Further out, Just a Ninja and Imperial Steel. Now, there must be a prize to lead to the winning post on the first occasion. In the centre, Moonbridge is the leader. Out wide was Just a Ninja. Closer down towards the inside, Gold Tarlac. They're tightly bunched as they race out of the straight. Now, kicking up along the inside was Toledo Twig, easing back a bit now. Star of Windsor followed by Fenian on the outside, easing back off the heels of horses. Power Lover in between runners there, Table Run, then Imperial Steel. Getting well back was Impish King, followed by Hand Sky, and last of all San Reno as they race up the side towards the back in the last at Queanbeyan. They've got about 1,300 to go. Moonbridge is joined now by Just a Ninja on the outside. 3 off in third, Gold Tarlac. Toledo Twig is fourth. A further break of about 2 behind those, gaining a bit of ground On Duty. Star of Windsor beautifully positioned on the inside between runners Fenian. A further break then centre field, Table Run. Further back then Imperial Steel and Power Lover. A long break, Impish King on the outside of Hand Sky, and San Reno last of all as they race down the back of the track, and Just a Ninja raced away now. Just a Ninja raced away about 3 in front of Moonbridge, about 4 then Fenian. Toledo Twig is fourth on the inside. A length behind those, Gold Tarlac, followed by Star of Windsor, ridden a patient race. The next one was On Duty, now taking off Impish King around the field. Dropping back behind those, then Table Run. Hand Sky are starting a run. Power Lover down towards the inside, then Imperial Steel and San Reno last, but the rider goes for home on Just a Ninja, well clear as they race towards the turn. Moonbridge is second, running on fairly well. Impish King, Toledo Twig, and back behind those then Star of Windsor down towards the inside. Hand Sky goes very wide on the turn, is running on, followed by On Duty under the whip, and the next one Imperial Steel, but down towards the 200 they race, and Just a Ninja getting a little bit tired. Moonbridge is plugging away, and here's Star of Windsor down towards the inside, coming with a run now. It's Star of Windsor. This is a winning treble for the FS Cleary stables, and Star of Windsor, a very patient ride by Brian Carter. Star of Windsor first, Just a Ninja second, Hand Sky third. In behind those, Toledo Twig, Impish King, then Table Run. On Duty, never really a chance. San Reno, Power Lover, then Moonbridge, Fenian. Well back, Imperial Steel and Gold Tarlac, the last one across the line. Well, Ray Silburn, the rider there, I think I may have said Brian Carter, but it was Ray Silburn on that winner, but it was a good ride nevertheless. A good patient ride by Ray Silburn on Star of Windsor. Now, Star of Windsor went to the line very, very well indeed. A winning treble to trainer Frank Cleary. Hello. Oh, was it? It was Brian, was it? Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, mate. Yeah, that was in fact Brian Carter on Star of Windsor. It was, nevertheless, it was a good ride. Brian Carter, a very patient ride. Brian Carter riding number 3 Star of Windsor in that last race. So the numbers are 3, 5 and 2. So I was right in the first place. I knew I didn't make mistakes. Number 3, the winner, Star of Windsor, ridden by Brian Carter. $5.90 for the win, $2.40 for the place, $2.80 just an incher, and $3.90 for Handsky. For some reason, I still had Ray Silburn in the race book here, but I thought it was Brian Carter going onto the track. But nevertheless, it was a good ride. A winning treble to trainer Frank Cleary. $5.90, $2.40 for Star of Windsor. It's by River Rough out of Toujours de Son, a bay gelding 4, raced by B.A. Martin, and G. Giuselli, trained by Frank Cleary. And Brian Carter, the winning rider in the last race. Brian Carter riding a very, very good race on Star of Windsor. Now, the numbers are official. 3, 5, 2, 8, 11. 3 by 2 the margins. 3 by 2. 205, 21 the time. 205, 21. 3, 5, 2, 8, 11 in the last.
Good on you, Tony. Tony Campbell there at Queanbeyan this afternoon. At the barrier, Morfordville, Sunshine Coast is due in 2 minutes. Splinter number 3 at $20. 5, Don Giovanni, $5.15. 6, Final Gate at $15. 7, Bold Chariot, $2.95. Number 8, Sorent, $7.75. 9, Sea Ace at $10. 11, Glenville, $8.95. Wish on a Star, $11. Nardy Lane, $12. And Houston Ruler, $43. Selections, race 9, Sunshine Coast, is 7, 8 and 6. Now let's go to Ron Paps at Morfordville for the last on a beautiful Adelaide Cup day.
Oh, tremendous. What's tomorrow? A bit of rain, that'll help too. Beautiful.
All right, well, these runners are moving in. Let's take you once again to Ron Paps.
Hilton. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Hilton. Thank you, everybody. They're all crossing at once. I'll tell you something. There's a few here who'll sleep well tonight, me included. Been a long day, but a wonderfully successful day. Shane Dye was glowing in his compliments to the club for conducting this weekend of racing. I think Shane's been very suitably impressed, and why not? He's gone home with a fair bit of the spoils. They move up well. Last one to come up now is Lady Woodrow. So we have them set. Mine Gold is ready. Stand by for a start. The Etzapau Trophy. Racing. Out of tidy dispatch it was. Prairie jumped nicely. The fancied runner on the inside. Cresta Girl runs to it quickly. Wider out on the nickel and coming across the Mine Gold, the top weight, and also going fast. Lady Woodrow is improving. Impulsive has quickly spurted up to be 4th. Arakazar back to 5th. On the nickel back to 6th or 7th as one moves around the outside. My Pebbles. 1.5 ridden very, very quiet. The Shiosaki is settling down nicely second last. She's got a head on her chest. And last of all, back at the tail of the field is Prairie likewise. There's not a lot of speed in this as they move down the side at the 1,000-metre mark, and Mine Gold with Jason Holder sitting against the mare is really dictating the terms here. He's got the pace to suit him. He's a half, 3/4 in front of Lady Woodrow. Cresta Girl is third. They're just starting to quickle a tad down by the 800. 4th over on the outside, Impulsive, and they were followed further back by On the Nickel. My Pebbles travels sweetly from Arakazar, getting a little closer to them now. Shiosaki's about to ease deep, and Prairie was back on the inside last of all at the 600 prior to turning for home, and Mine Gold quickens now quite extensively. She's a length and a half and sprinting now. Second placing Lady Woodrow, and they were followed back third by Cresta Girl. Impulsive on the nickel, further out in the track Arakazar, wider My Pebbles and wider still Shiosaki, and Prairie. It's a sprint for home, and Mine Gold has been beautifully rated in front with her weight. She shows the way at the 200. She's too clear. Second placing on the outside is Lady Woodrow, and deeper on the track now was Impulsive, but this has been one of the rides of the carnival, I'll tell you. Mine Gold is going to be very, very strong going to the line. It was a brilliant ride, beautiful judgment of pace. Second's a good go. Arakazar late between them with Impulsive and on the inside.
All right, the other one in there, it's Impulsive number 7. Stubby Holder was the rider. Jason. Queanbeyan race 9, New South Wales, $5.90 the win, $381 the trifecta for 3, 5 and 2. Super Tab, $7.50 and $400. And Queensland, $6.90 the try and $429 for the trifecta. We'll be back in a moment on Sky Channel with the dividends for our final race from the Sunshine Coast, and our next race from Belmont Park is coming up at 1/4 in 7 minutes from now, and we've got some fishing soon on Sky.
Now, Nizami's luck to move in with Crying Freeman. They're the only two runners out of the gates. Previous event today to Commanding, a son of Fairy King and from his first Australian crop. And some tragic news this morning about...
To lose it.